Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Today what we are going to do is set up my work planner for the week of June 9th. So let's get right into it. Today we're going to use a planner I got from a planner sticker book that I got from the Happy Planner on their latest clearance sale. I think I paid less than $5 for this sticker book. It is the Mauve and Moss sticker book. I think it came out in 2024, so it's about a year old. I'm also going to use some pet tapes that I get from my Temu sellers to go along with this, really just to find a nice lady to put in my weekly spread, and then a pet tape for some florals, because that Mauve and Moss book doesn't have very many decorative pieces. So let's get started. Both of those pet tapes I got from Temu. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and go to my June calendar, my June month, I should say. And we are setting up the work schedule, or the scheduling part of my work planner for this week. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I actually have 2 tabs in each month. One is for my work schedule and one is for my content, and I rotate which one I film each week. I decorate them both and I plan in them both each week, but I only film in one. So we are filming the schedule, which is where I do my time blocking. So I don't ever really have a ton of, well, I already say that, but my decor, I should say, is very functional because it's time blocking. So I use a mix of stickers and highlighters. Okay, I'm just gonna flip through this book because this is a very new book. So I want to see what I want to use. I'm looking for sidebar boxes, box headers, and okay, I like these little headers here. I don't really use big boxes like that in this particular layout. I can though. I can definitely put them up here and do a double box situation, and I might do that because I have a lot of those. Okay, I see several headers. I see bullet points I can use. Okay, this is great. Now let's see here. I have a couple of sidebar box options. That's looking good. Notes. Let's see. I have a color scheme. So I think maybe using some of this tan might work. Ooh, I think I'm going to go purple in the sidebar. Okay. So now I'm just looking for some decor pieces to kick off this layout. I see some nice quotes. I'll probably stay away from foil if I can and stick with the color quotes this time, but I don't see any nice decorative pieces. I see some of this stuff here. Okay. As I thought, limited on the decor, so that's okay. That's kind of how I thought it would be. So we're going to go ahead and grab some stickers and look for my tweezers. And we're going to start with some of these stickers, which is why I pulled out this pet tape. Again, I got this pet tape for just a couple of bucks, literally like maybe $1.98. On Temu, and this is such nice quality. The stickers are matte and they are beautiful, if you can't tell. So I am going to go ahead and put them down in the corners. Love that. And then on this corner I am going to use one of these purple sidebar boxes. At the bottom here, I'm going to layer it over the floral, which I like that. It's not giving me a ton of floral out of there. I wonder if I can pull this up. I was hoping to do this without pulling too many stickers up, because I hate when I start to pull stickers up. It kind of messes up how the sticker lays, if you ask me. But after doing that, it looks like, oh, how blessed am I that the sticker isn't ruining the page. It is kind of ruining the sticker though, so I probably will go ahead and use another sticker just because I have a bunch of them. Okay, see how it causes like wrinkles right there? That one wasn't too bad, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and choose another floral and just put it right here. There we go. I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so now I've started with the florals. I do want to put a box up here. And I think I'm going to go with this one because I want something that has all the colors that I'm going to use. Which is basically this green, purple, and taupe. Beige, whatever. I'm not great with colors, so call it what you will. I'm calling it taupe. Okay, so I like that. Not 100% straight, but I like it. Let me go ahead and trim this floral. And let me trim this one. And then I am going to stick the rest of this floral right here to cover up that focus, and I like the way that looks. And then I think I'm probably going to put something here, but for now we are going to find my headers up here. I saw these really great header boxes, and I think I'd like to use these, maybe combined with some bullets and some bigger boxes. So let's check the bigger boxes first though. I like this notes and plans. Where do I want to use it? Where do I want to use the notes and plans? I would say use this double box, I think Thursday and Friday. The reason I'm going to choose Thursday and Friday is that given my work schedule, I tend to have the most flexibility on Thursday and Fridays going into the weekend. I just do. So, that makes it a really good day to use the double box and plan for the things that I want to do over the weekend. So I'm going to use these headers on the days where I might have other tasks that I want to do. And I think I'm going to do the headers all the way across. Usually, and maybe I would alternate these, but you know what? I think I'm just going to use them all the way across today. So let's see if I can find something to go next to this green over here. Yeah, and I think I like the consistency. Okay, put this one back. And then as far as the actual list items, I think that's where I will use the bullet points. And like I said, just kind of keep it consistent all the way across. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have enough bullet points. So I'm only going to do, I feel like, 3 per day. Let's see if I can get them straight. These are pretty big. I feel like I like a big bullet point. Yeah, I do. I gotta say, I do. I like a big bullet point. I am going to change up the colors though. I have a lot of colors on the list, so I'm gonna change that up. I do though. I like these bigger bullets. I mean, I like the small ones too. But I think when you are doing like, I would say a spread like I do for my work schedule, which is super functional, something that has a little bit more impact but still gives you that function is greatly appreciated. And that's what these larger bullets do. Really big impact here, but I definitely skipped the purple. Put that one right there. Still functional, but really big impact is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's a good thing. Okay. One more box, and then I will start okay, that looks really good. I like this already. I do want to try to bring in a lady, and I need a quote or something here. So let's see if I can go ahead and find a quote. Or something to fill that spot. I would like a quote though. So it needs to be a small quote. So I like just be you, just be kind right here. I do think I want it. I think I'm going to have to go with just be kind. And I think I am going to go with this green. It's going to be a little tight here, but we're going to make it work. So we have just be kind, and I'm going to take one of these dots, go up the side with it on this side, and then take the rest of the dots and put right here. So take that scrap piece and put right there. Here we go. I think that looks all right. Okay, love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my shading for my time blocking. So I am going to use acrylic pens for this week, because the acrylic pens are the pens that gave me the best color matches. Okay, was it this purple? I think it was this purple. Okay, well, purple, it didn't give me the best on purple, but that's okay. I think it was this purple, and then this for the taupish color, and then this one for the green. Okay, I like all of these, and I think they're going to go really well. So the thing with acrylic markers is that they are acrylic paint markers. So I think we're going to start with the taupe, but they don't bleed through. So let me show you what I mean. Go down here. Right? They give you a really vibrant color, but they do not bleed through at all. but you get such a nice vibrant color with them. These are Creative Experts. I just got them at Ross for a very affordable amount, maybe less than $7 for like 18 colors. So I'm quite happy with these. You can get some that are super expensive, but I don't feel the need to do that for my planning. Okay, let me come in and do my time blocking. Let's see. Now these are going to be extremely opaque. So it's not like working with a highlighter. So be careful that you don't completely cover up your times if you need to see those, because it will basically cover that out. But I love using these. Let's see, Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday, I'm gonna have a really big block, maybe. Okay, and then Friday. Okay, looks great. That is for my regular roll. So I'm going to now come in and do my history rooted and PBE time blocking. I do a lot of that on, I start on Fridays with that. And then I spend a lot of time on Saturday morning. I try to be finished by the early afternoon. So a huge block with that. I have to be honest with you though. I am not always successful at finishing by early afternoon on Saturday. It just depends on how I feel. Like this week, I'm actually filming this video late in the day on a Saturday because I just got way too overwhelmed the beginning of the morning and I had to like pause until late in the afternoon. So I'm trying to rush and do these videos. I have like 3 videos to do and I'm trying to rush and do it before it gets so late that I can't fix the lighting. But anyway, I try to have it done by early afternoon on Saturdays. Okay, PBE stuff early in the week. I just don't think I'm going to need to do that. Maybe possibly some stuff. No, I think this is just going to have to be it on PBE. This week is going to be a super busy week, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. Now, self-care, well-being, I am going to try again. Guys, I'm going to try to do this again. So we are going to try for some wellness here. Try for some wellness here. And then Friday is going to be a little bit later in the afternoon. Try for some wellness here. Saturday, we're going to try for some wellness. And then Sunday afternoon, we can go a little bit earlier. Okay. I actually think I am trying to incorporate some wellness activities on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. I mentioned this in another video, but I'm trying to be more intentional, which is my word of the year, with doing anxiety reducing things such as my coloring and things like that, my adult coloring. So I'm going to be doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays and a little bit on Sundays as well. So let me go ahead and put in my, I like to put in one label for each color so that I don't forget what they are, and then I'll outline my boxes. So taupe was for my regular job. Green was for well-being. And then purple is for Planning by Eva and History Rooted. Okay, so I think I am going to start with the purple, and I'm going to do wavy lines this time. So I outline these boxes to make them pop a little bit more on the page. Although using this acrylic, the color is so opaque, it pops anyway. If this is one of your first times seeing me do my work schedule, obviously I use a time blocking and color coding system. So in my work planner each month, I have 2 sections in each month. So 2 May tabs, 2 June tabs, I'll have 2 July tabs, etc., etc. The first tab is what you see here. It is an hourly layout, and it basically sets my work schedule for the week. The second tab is for content planning. So that one is always much more detailed, and it helps me identify what I need to work on as I'm doing my content planning. That's smeared just a little bit. So that's how my work planner is set up. On this particular page, I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit because I smeared this one on that purple. On this particular page, when I set up this time blocking, I don't block the whole day, right? Because I have a 9 to 5 regular job, and then I do my content work for my genealogy business and Planning by Eva, and then I also try to build in some well-being. So, okay, this should be ready. Yeah, it's not smearing. So when I block off my working blocks, the way I do my blocks is that I identify the times during the day when I want to be solely focused on a certain type of activity. It doesn't mean I won't do other work on that activity during the day. It's just kind of maximum focus time is the way you want to think about it. That's when I have my phone turned off. If you send me an email, like let's say it's for my regular job, if you send me an email during this block, I'm not going to answer it during this block because I am really super focused on whatever task I determine that needs to go in that block. So this just keeps me focused. And then the other time that is not blocked off, I'm using that for other tasks like administrative tasks or returning emails or activities that just don't require as much concentration, things like that. So that's how I do my time blocking. And then the color coding is pretty self-explanatory. I do the color coding to help me easily identify at a quick glance which primary activity the block is for. So I use one color for each primary activity. So one color for my regular job, one color for Planning by Eva and History Rooted, and one color for my well-being activities. And that has worked really well for me. I change the colors every week to match whatever stickers I'm using in my spread for that week. And so it's a great way to have a nice, fun, colorful work schedule planner without spending a lot of money, because markers and highlighters are very affordable, much more affordable than a book of stickers. I also like this method because it gives me a little flexibility in the week. Yes, I have structure, but all this open space represents flexibility as well. So if there are other things that I need to do, I have the space to do those things. I am going to look for a place to sit one of my ladies. I think I have some nice room here. Depending on how tall she is, maybe here as well. I really like her. So this pet tape with the ladies and some of these quotes, once again, I got this from Temu. So, ooh, I don't want to cut off her foot. Okay, I think I'll just put her here. And you know, washi tape stickers are on washi tape, which is really, really thin, and it just blends right into the page. I absolutely love those. Let me see if I can grab a couple of quotes. I will say this, the only thing about these Temu stickers is that sometimes the quotes don't make sense, y'all. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. This one says, there are no perfect relationships. It's how you accept the imperfections that makes it perfect. A relationship quote doesn't really make sense in my work planner, but you know what? And it doesn't make sense with the type of ladies that are in here. But you know what? I'm gonna just go with the flow. But you can save so much money. I think I spent less than $2 on this one roll. They sell some smaller shops, I'm not gonna call any names, but they're selling really Temu quality pet tape stickers for like $20 a roll. No ma'am, not me. I just as quickly get them from Amazon, and I keep it rolling. And honestly, you can feel how you want to feel about that, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to use a quote on this side. So turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you. And then I'm going to start pulling out a couple more flowers. Where do I want to put this one? I'm going to wait on that one because I think I need to put the flowers down first. Because I want to make sure I have space to do what I need to do before taking up room with the quote, because the quote can just about fit anywhere. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this flower right here. I love that. It is so pretty. And then I think now I can find a place to put this quote right here. And I think I'm good with the florals, so I'm good with my pet tapes. And now I just want to get a few more of these dots. Maybe a couple of the wavy lines. Love the wavy line there. Gonna put the wavy line over here. Love that. And then I think I'm gonna put this wavy line here. So busy. Because that's so true. Let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah, I think we're gonna put it right here. So busy, and another one over here. I'm I'm gonna do dream big. Looks good. And then a few sparkles, like some of these. I need a little bit of a bigger one. No, that's not that big. Okay, well, that's not all that big, but that's okay. And then one of these right here. Just kind of bringing in those dots. I do need something else right there though, because that was not as big as I thought it would be. Just a few shapes. That's all I'm looking for right now. Okay, almost finished. I'm gonna use one of these stars, and I'm gonna put a star over here. Okay, I like this. This took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but you know what? I really do like this layout. So as I was saying with my work schedule, it can get pretty busy because I do like to decorate it, so it looks a little bit busy, but I don't really come in and do any like memory keeping or writing in here. I just make my to-do list at the top, check them off when I get done with the to-do list, and I use this more than anything else for a schedule. So it helps me stay on track during the week. So this is what my work schedule looks like for the week of June 9th. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a happy week planning.